Welcome to my channel. It's good to have you here. This is Decagon Math, where math is made easy. In this video, I will be solving this particular question from UTME 2024 Mathematics Past Question. This is question number 6. The question says, the ratio of men to women in a 20-member committee is 3:1. How many women must be added to the committee to make the ratio of men to women 3:2? So to solve this, we have to analyze the question. So let's analyze the question. First, we have 20 members in the committee. So here we have members, or let's say committee or members. Then there are 20 in numbers containing men and women in the ratio 3:1. 3 is not the actual number of men, neither is 1 the actual number of women, but we can calculate the number of men. Let's call it NM. And we can also calculate the number of women, right? We can also calculate the number of women. So given this ratio and the total number of members of the committee, we can recall that for us to calculate ratio, for example, if you want to calculate the ratio, if you want to calculate the number of men, let's represent it using NM, is equals to ratio of men. Let's say ratio of men over total ratio multiplied by the number of committee. And we know that the total ratio is equals to 3 plus 1, which is 4. Alright, so following the formula now, we have that the number of men will equals to the ratio that belongs to men, that is 3. So we write 3 over total number of ratio times 20, and this gives 15. That means we have 15 men in this committee of 20. For women, we can also go through this process. We can also make use of this formula to calculate, but we don't actually need that because the number of men plus the number of women is 20. So you know that the number of women will be just 20 minus number of men, which is 15. So the number of women is equals to 5. So we have 5 women while we have 15 men. Now the question says that, let's go back to the question. The question says that how many women must be added to the committee to make the ratio of men to women 3:2. That means we now have a new ratio of 3:2. We have a new ratio of 3:2 if we add some number of women. So we say that let X women be added. So now when we add n women, this implies that number of women becomes, that is, we represent it by this, right? The number of women becomes 5 plus x. Why the total number of committee, that means the number of committee, let's represent it with NC, the number of committee becomes 20 plus x, right? While the number of men remains 15. The number of men equals to 15. It does not change. The number of women will only affect the total number of the committee, which is 20 plus x, and it will affect the number of women, which is 5 plus x. Alright, so the new ratio, that is the new ratio that we should have is, let's check it. It is 3 to 2. So then we come here and we apply it. So the new ratio is 3:2. That means the number of men to the number of women that we now have is now 3:2. So you can also write it as number of men over number of women is equals to 3/2. And you know that the number of men remains 15, while the number of women has become 5 plus x. This equals to the ratio 3/2. Now we cross multiply, right? So when we cross multiply, we have 3 into bracket 5 plus x equals to 15 times 2. So we expand the brackets, or we can just divide both sides by, we can divide both sides by 3. That means we have divide both sides by 3. And this 3 is gone now. We have 5 plus x equals to, now when we simplify this side, we have 10. So we now have that x equals to 10. We have 10 minus 5. Then we have x equals to 5. So we have that the number of women that must be added is 5. So this implies that the number of women to be added for it to become a ratio of 3 to 2 is 5. And let's check that in our option. So our correct answer is C. We have come to the end of this video. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe, comment, like and share this video. And if you are watching on TikTok, click on the plus button and also the like button. More videos is on the way relating to these JAMB past questions and other area of mathematics. I want to say goodbye for now. See you later. Goodbye.